What is going on, my fellow Sagittarius? Butch Tarot here. I am going to do your 1 week read. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. I got to get better with this hand thing. If you've ever seen Talladega Nights, when Will Ferrell's doing the interview and he's like, I don't know what to do with my hands. I don't know if it's a tick or what, but can't stop. Anyway, I'm going to use the Anchormancy Tarot. For anybody that doesn't know about the Anchormancy Tarot, I suggest you get a deck. If you like collecting decks, you like doing tarot yourself, absolutely love it. Every card was designed by a different tattoo artist with their own spin on the tarot, so it doesn't follow a set theme. What I mean by that is I have like the Edgar Allan Poe tarot, and it follows Edgar Allan Poe. You know what I mean? So it is the most unique deck I ever had. I got it as a gift a few years ago. So with all that being said, let's get it. Universe, what message do we have for Sagittarius? Oh, shit. So first thing, Sagittarius, I feel like this person, this energy that I'm getting in this read is someone that you already know. I feel like this could be someone you're friends with. For others, this could be something more of a casual relationship, but I do feel like you know each other, and I feel like you have some sort of connection already. Now, it could be a new friend, but I feel like it is someone that you already have met by the time you see this. I mean, with this connection, like I said, a lot of impulsive energy, a lot of physical energy. Like I said, for some of you, this may be something that's more of a casual relationship, friends with benefits type energy. And for others, this may be a friendship that has some flirtatious undertones, or at least there's definitely something flowing between the two of you. Not quite sure what it is, not really seeing what's in front of us yet, but you will. The reason why you're not seeing it with the Two of Swords is because the Seven of Swords, I feel like this person's keeping it from you. What I see, what I see is this person came for dessert. They want to stay for breakfast. You know what I mean? I feel like they want to change this connection. They want to alter it. And not in a walking away type sense. I feel like this person just feels at home with you. We got the Ten of Cups and the Eight of Cups in reverse. I feel like this person wants to change your connection that you have with that Eight of Cups. You know, I feel like this person is seeing you differently. You know, they're feeling comfortable with you. With that Ten of Cups is that feeling like they're home, feeling like they belong there. There is this establishment of trust, which is new for this person. I don't feel like they trust easily. Even in this connection, I do see this internal struggle. I mean, with the Knight of Pentacles, like I said, it's an establishment of trust. They don't trust easy, but when they trust, it means something. And there is this internal struggle because, like I said, for some of you, this may be just a friendship and this person doesn't really know how to cross that line. And I feel like they're kind of keeping it to themselves with that Seven of Swords. Maybe a bit of fear, you know, with that Nine of Swords, that that late night, that anxiety, thinking about this, not being able to sleep, you know. When I look at this card, I'm seeing this woman and she's laying there, and it's like these swords are hanging over the bed, and you can't sleep with some swords hanging over top of you, because it's like it's keeping you up all night. And the swords are more like thoughts. I mean, this person's feeling a connection with you, and this is where it gets confusing for them. I mean, with the Two of Cups, seeing this as a real, I have a lot of possibility for a real relationship. With that Lover's card, it is a deep connection. It's a temptation, but it's also rooted in something much deeper than what we're seeing. It's almost like this person wants to know what that is. I mean, the seed has been planted with the Empress. I mean, I feel like with this person, the way they see you, they're drawn to you. They don't just want to be your friend anymore. They don't want to just be your casual friend. With that Empress, that Libra energy, we have the Eight of Swords and the Eight of Wands. So the Eight of Swords in reverse, I feel like this person's going to open up to you. And I feel like you're going to be surprised what comes out. Not completely, though. I feel like you saw it. You felt there was something going on. But I feel like how deeply they've been thinking about this is going to catch you off guard. Because you may not even realize this person is that into you. You may think that this person is just about the physical. That's more in the case of if this person is your friend. That they may want a physical relationship with you. That's not what I see. I don't see this person wanting something casual. I see this person wanting to build a foundation, and I feel like this person sees you as the person they want to build that with the King of Cups and the Four of Wands. Building that foundation, and the King of Cups is that emotional maturity. Like, I feel like this person, there is this moment where this person has complete clarity, and what they see in that clarity is they see you. Someone they trust, someone they're drawn to, someone they feel a connection with that's deeper than anything they felt before. And that feeling of home, feeling of this is where they belong, they can't seem to shake that. They can't shake you. And I know this is not the way you're going to want to hear this, but I feel like they've tried. Like, I just don't feel like this person saw this happening when they met you. But now they know exactly what they want. With the Two of Wands and the Page of Cups, I mean, this person's fantasizing about it. Not so much fantasizing about the future, but fantasizing about moving forward. Now, I don't feel like they look that far into the future, and the fact that they're thinking about you guys getting married and picket fence and all that. I just feel like they want to know where this is going, and they want to be part of that journey. Like I said, that establishment of trust. Being able to trust is a huge thing for this person. And somewhere along this line, they've established some sort of beginning of trust with you. And like I said, you may be, for some of you, you may have felt this coming. Like, when somebody's into you and you kind of know it, even if there's not, like, even if you're just friends, or, a casual relationship turns into something more frequent. But for others, I mean, this may come as a huge surprise, because I feel like they've been keeping it pretty low key. Am I old for saying low key? I mean, their imagination has been getting the best of them, and I feel like that's the fear that they in approaching you, but I feel like they have no other option. Like, I feel like with that Moon card, that Pisces energy, I feel like they have some things going on, some insecurities, because they're not sure, not wanting to cross that line, because for those that you have a physical connection with this person, they don't want to lose that. and they'll absolutely lose that if they claim they have feelings and you don't feel the same way. For others, that the friendship, they don't want to lose that, but they will lose that if, you know, it's awkward if one person feels romantically or more serious than the other. But I mean, we end this off with the Seven of Wands. I feel like this person, like I said, I feel like they're going to open communication with you. I feel like they're going to stand their ground. They're going to go after what they want. They know what they want. They know what they have to do. And I feel like they're going to do it. You know, we'll get into that. With this person, we have Gemini and Aquarius. We have Cancer and Pisces. Some Scorpio as well. We have a Libra. We have Sagittarius and Leo. That's the end of the read for anybody that came to watch the read. I like to talk at the end. I know not everybody wants to listen to me, so that's the end of that. Thank you for coming. Some people say I talk too much, but I usually don't talk until the end. So there's a point where you can get your read, and you know, if you got your fill of me, this could be the end for you. This is the end of the reading. What I was going to say is, we all want to have, you know, we all seen those movies where it's love at first sight and you knew it when you met them. And, you know, some relationships are more cultivated. You know, some people fall in love right away. Some people fall in love with your energy or your looks or your personality, whatever, etc., etc., etc. Sometimes it's cultivated. You get to know someone and you really see a different side of them when you get to know them. That's why friends first relationships, in my opinion, I like that better, because it gives you time to get to know each other in a less pressure cooker type situation. Like when you go on a date, you're just trying to get to know the person really quickly. You're trying to put your best foot forward. You're trying to learn the ins and outs. When you're friends, it just comes naturally. You know, you learn what kind of coffee they drink, you know, what they take in their coffee, or what their favorite snacks are, or what they like to do, their favorite teams, their favorite music. You learn things, and then you grow into each other. And that's why a lot of times you will see friends that become more. But there's that awkward part where one feels that way and they're not sure how the other one feels. And approaching that conversation can sometimes be the nail in the coffin type energy. You know, you're having a physical relationship with someone, you're casual, you're friends with benefits, and you like that, you like what you're getting from them, but you want more. Some people won't tell you because they don't want you to take that away. But I feel like it gets to a point where it's, we get to the top of the mountain, there's nowhere else to go but take the leap or walk back down. And it was a long walk up. But it is awkward, especially with someone you work with, because then it's like you got to still work with them if they reject you. Like I said, love starts in so many different ways. It's not a cookie cutter thing. It starts in love at first sight. You fall in love and so on and so forth, and happily ever after. Sometimes it does. But like I said, with this is more, I feel like more of a cultivation, like getting to know each other. And the more you find out about each other, the more you really become more interested. I was kind of thinking of my cousin. It's not exactly relevant, but he was dating this really good-looking girl, and I'm pretty sure the only reason he was dating her is because she was good-looking and he was physically attracted to her, and she's physically attractive, and I think he doesn't admit it, but I think that's what the attraction was. But somewhere along the line, he sees her differently. And for some people, when you see that person differently, that person that you're attracted to, they can become less attractive or more attractive. He ended up marrying her. So apparently it was more attractive than whatever he saw, but it just felt like he just kind of showed her off, and he was always showing people like, oh, this is my girlfriend. He showed a picture of him and her together, and I was just like, okay, yeah. Everybody's like, oh yeah, she's really good looking. And I think he liked that. But somewhere along the line, I think he really fell for her. Looks come and go. Your looks are going to go. But to that person that sees you a certain way, your looks will never go. They'll always see you that way. They'll always have that image of you in their head. That's why you see them old couples and they're just, they're both 100 and they're both still in love. They're dancing in the rain and picking at each other, and that's what we all want, right? Most of us, I guess. Some people maybe don't want that, but I think that's the goal for a lot of people. Like, that's something that wouldn't be so bad to grow old with someone you liked. Anyway, be good. Take care. Stay safe.